And then again, this is not the perfect video on how to skin beaver, but I hope it helps somebody. And then pull it. Do a little bit of slicing around it. Just touching up the head a little bit, trying to get the head a little bit more open so when I flip it over I can peel it. Then, for the front legs, the same thing for the back legs. Run your knife up, just like that. The back legs are going to be a little bit harder. They got the big knuckle on them and the big toes. Just run a hole up through there. Spread it a little bit, and fold the feet in and push. Just gotta get it in there, just like that.
There, that one was easy?
Yeah. A lot easier. And just cut it away from the leg. I'm trying to get as much meat on the legs as I can because my buddy wants to try it. Yeah, those are those are very little caster sacks. But they got enough in them to make a caster mount set at least, so it'll work. And then grab this pull, just like that. Do the same thing on this side.
That's a male beaver?
I don't know. Sure. There's a way you can tell. I can't remember right now.
It really doesn't matter, does it?
Not really. Yes, when you're trapping in the springtime, don't set too many traps too close to the lodge because females are pregnant, and you want to conserve the beaver that are there so they're there for next year for you to trap them, and you get the female with all the little babies in it. You can be no little guys there for the next couple of years. But it's kind of hypocritical because trapping the babies that aren't going to help next year either, but this was an accident. Now I'm trying to be a little bit careful because I don't want to rip too much of that leg meat.
It'll be a tasty accident.
Huh?
It'll be a tasty accident.
It'll be a tasty accident, exactly. And the young ones are much better to eat than the older ones. Alright, good enough. They're all fanned out. Got the legs split. Flipper. Grab it. Bam! This is going to make a perfect tanning hide. It's not going to be too big. It's going to be perfect size. Now this is the hardest part right here. Well, I don't know about for you experienced trappers, but for 18-year-old punks like myself, this is going to be a little tricky. The hardest part to flesh out, in my opinion, is the back. You got all that thick friggin' gristle, and I just think that's a little tricky at times. Come around, just slice it. It'll slice really easy. Careful not to go through the hide, though. You don't want that to happen. Even though it's not the end of the world, the less holes the better. This is the first beaver I've done in about...
Since the last one.
Geez, this might be the last... I don't think I've done a beaver since November. It's March.
The one we skinned out with you.
Yeah, that was in November. That was a long time ago, and that was the first one I skinned in a year. So.
He was a big one too.
Yeah, he was a fatty. But
did you ever sell that?
I think Haji Raji threw it out because I had it in the freezer so I could flesh it once I had time from school and work, and it's no longer there. He said he threw out a bunch of old venison, so my hopes aren't real high. But
I just accidentally got it mixed up.
Like what I'm doing right here is just slicing the back of the tail right up, get that gristle off. The gristle's hard to pull. This is why a rounded knife is really nice for beaver, because you don't have to worry about that stupid point ripping the hide. That's the main reason why guys rip the hides, is the point of the knife, not the knife itself or how hard they're pressing on it. It's just...
Still, this fillet knife's not really ideal.
The fillet knife's not ideal. This is a fish knife, okay? This is for flaying perch and stuff. This is not for skinning beaver, but
it works.
It's decent. It's like hunting deer with a 50 cal. Is it needed? No. But does it get the job done? Yes. Like I said, this is just a little one, but same technique, same everything for a big one. Okay, now that I got the back on this side pretty much skinned out. Come over here and do the exact same thing, but this side, you cut more on one side, the other side's going to go a lot quicker. Just like that. I'm trying to save meat on here. Difficult. I'm used to butchering deer, not mammals. Or, I don't know, beaver, whatever. Okay.
Overgrown rodents.
Overgrown rodents, yeah. Not used to that. Not Mexican here.
Kind of like eating a rat.
Kind of like eating a rat.
Really tasty rat.
Alright, now that you got this here, just pull it. See how easy that came off? Just like that. Just make sure you got the skin cut off of the guts so you don't, when you pull it, you don't rip the guts off. Oops, get over here, Lord. He's bleeding a little bit just from slicing them up. Here are all those veins and goodies. Keep pulling them, and then bam, you got them right up to the head. Oh, the little beaver is so much easier to skin the big ones.
A lot faster.
Yeah, a lot faster. Especially when they're warm and not frozen still. Just come up around here. Keep slicing it. One thing you can do is just always flip it over if you need to check. See exactly where you're at. I'm going to come over here and slice the side up a little more on the side of its head. Once you get to the ears, well, I'll explain once you get to the ears, where your ears are. Mine's going to be right in there. Cut real low to the base. Just like that. That's what you want. You don't want it too high or else it'll look funny and you'll have a hole in your pelt. And that's not what you want. Grab it. Exact same thing over here. Where's the ear at? Right there. You kind of feel it. You can feel it right there when you're skinning it. And just cut low to the base, just like that. Turned out really good. Cardboard, it tends to stick to it. Over here, finish skinning this out. Got both sides. Now, a lot of guys you can pull it, but I'm just gonna, for the sake of what the heck, I'm just gonna do it. You're gonna find the eyes. Eyes are gonna be a tricky part too. They're not very tricky, but just find the eye so you know where it's at when you cut. So you know not to cut too far down. The eye should be right there, I believe. Let's see. There's the eye. Yep, right there. Just cut down. Cut the membrane. That way it's not all attached. Hold on, I gotta skin this out just a little bit more. Yep, and there's the eye. You can see it once you slice it. It's a little black bead. And just cut. Once you get it out, cut just in front of it like that. So that's all that's attached. So that's all that's still there.
Once you get them skinned out, they kind of look like hellspawn.
They kind of look like what?
Hellspawn.
Oh, okay.
Like zombie beavers, you know.
Zombie beavers, yeah.
No big deal.
Yep. Alright, then do the same thing on the other side. Once you find the eye, be careful. For guys who are just starting out, be careful. Make sure you got this fully cut away like that, how it is right there. Because if it's still attached, if this part is still right there, and you pull it, it will rip, and you'll get a big hole on the head, which isn't a big deal, but fur buyers like pelts without too many holes in them, and then get it's a little tough right there. Just give it a little slice. Keep cutting on this side. What you can do, just cut it right in through there. You're almost to the nose. Just cut the top lip part, excuse me. And this is a very long, drawn-out way of doing the head. See, like right there, I put a hole in it. I wasn't careful. I was talking, which isn't a big deal because it's by the head anyways. People get confused. The eye holes are going to be very small. I'll show you afterwards. People that don't know what they're looking for will think it's the eye.